Have you ever poured yourself a glass of Jack Daniel's? The smooth Tennessee whiskey that's famous around the world. Believe it or not, the story behind the brand is almost as smooth as the drink itself. Hey everyone, and welcome to the Giant Success Stories. Today, we're cracking open a story starting with a young person named Jack Daniel. We're talking about the world's best-selling brand, but there's a twist. The tale behind this iconic drink isn't quite what you might expect. For years, the story went that Jack Daniel, a young orphan, single-handedly created the famous Tennessee whiskey. But recent research reveals a crucial piece of the puzzle that was missing: a talented enslaved man named Nathan "Nearest" Green. In this video, we'll be separating fact from fiction. We'll explore Jack Daniel's life and his mastery of whiskey making, ultimately shaping the spirit we know and love today. By the end, you'll have a whole new appreciation for the unique process that creates this smooth Tennessee favorite. Part 1. The early life and mentorship of Nearest Green. Born in Lynchburg, Tennessee, around 1846, Jack's life wasn't easy. By his early teens, he'd lost both his mom and dad. Left to fend for himself, Jack never got much formal schooling. Instead, he had to hit the ground running, finding work wherever he could. Orphaned at a young age, Jack found work with a local preacher and storekeeper named Dan Call. It's here that Jack's interest in whiskey making is said to have begun. But there's more to the story. Dan Call also owned an enslaved man named Nathan Green, who was known throughout the area for his exceptional skills in distilling whiskey. This skill, called Lincoln County process, involved filtering the whiskey through sugar maple charcoal, giving it a distinct smoothness. According to historical records and accounts from Green's descendants, Jack wasn't just learning from Call. He was primarily under the tutoring of Nearest Green. Nearest wasn't just good at making whiskey, he was a master. He knew exactly how to select the finest grains, craft the perfect mash, and coax out all the flavor through a special technique, the charcoal mellowing. This process gave Jack Daniel its signature mellow taste, though Jack has not had much formal schooling. But he was a quick learner. He watched Nearest closely, soaking up all the knowledge he could about this fascinating skill. Nearest, seeing Jack's eagerness and natural talent, took him under his wing. They formed a unique bond, a teacher and his student, working side by side to create something truly special. Part 2. A budding partnership. Jack wasn't just interested in learning how to make whiskey. He had a knack for business too. He saw the potential in Nearest's delicious creation and knew people would pay good money for a taste. Jack's mind buzzed with ideas about selling their whiskey beyond Lynchburg. He dreamt of sharing their smooth drink with the whole world. Together, Jack and Nearest became an unstoppable team. Nearest, the quiet genius, focused on perfecting the recipe and ensuring every batch was top-notch. Jack, the go-getter, took charge of marketing and sales. He started small, selling bottles to people in nearby towns. His friendly personality and persuasive charm helped him win over customers, and soon, word of Jack's tasty whiskey began to spread. However, their journey wasn't without challenges. The Civil War swept across the nation, disrupting their lives and work. Nearest, being an enslaved man, faced an uncertain future. Despite the hardships, their dedication to their craft never faded. They knew they had something special, and they were determined to see their dream of sharing Jack Daniel's with the world come true. Part 3. Jack Daniel's legacy. With the Civil War over in 1866, a new chapter began for Jack and his whiskey. Slavery had been ended, and Nearest was finally a free man. However, records from that time are limited, and the details of Nearest Green's life after freedom remain unclear. Despite this missing piece of history, Jack carried on. In 1866, he officially founded the Jack Daniel's Distillery in Lynchburg, Tennessee. This small-town distillery eventually became a global powerhouse today. Jack, with his keen business sense, continued to refine the marketing and distribution of his whiskey. He even took a unique approach to labeling his bottles. He kicked a shelf full of liquor bottles in frustration, and the only one left standing was a square one. He liked the way it looked and decided to use it for his whiskey, a decision that has become a signature feature of the Jack Daniel's brand. While the exact details of Nearest Green's involvement in the later years of the distillery remain a mystery, there's no doubt his expertise played a crucial role in Jack Daniel's success. By 1904, Jack's gamble had paid off in a big way. Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey earned a gold medal at the World's Fair in St. Louis, Missouri, a prestigious recognition that solidified its place as a top-shelf spirit. However, a twist of fate awaited Jack in 1906. While rushing to work one morning, he stubbed his toe on a particularly stubborn safe. Frustration got the better of him, and he kicked the safe in a fit of anger. Unfortunately, this kick resulted in a broken toe that became infected. Despite treatment, the infection worsened, and Jack tragically passed away in 1911 without ever marrying or having children. Part 4. The Jack Daniel's we know today. Jack Daniel's Distillery has undergone many changes over the years. However, some things remain constant. The core of their production process still relies heavily on Nearest Green's smart charcoal mellowing technique. Today, the distillery in Lynchburg, Tennessee, is a historic landmark that attracts tourists from all over the world. Visitors can take tours to witness the whiskey-making process firsthand, which still involves using handcrafted copper pot styles and aging the whiskey in charred white oak barrels. The brand itself has grown into a global giant. With a value of $6.5 billion, Jack Daniel's is one of the most popular whiskeys in the world, available in over 170 countries. They've expanded their offerings beyond the classic Old No. 7 Tennessee whiskey, launching expressions like Gentleman Jack, with its smoother taste due to a second charcoal filtering process, and flavored options like Tennessee Honey and Tennessee Fire to cater to a wider range of preferences. Despite its massive success, Jack Daniel's hasn't forgotten its roots. The distillery embraces the legacy of both Jack and Nearest. Visitors can find tributes to Nearest Green throughout the Lynchburg tour, acknowledging his role in shaping the unique taste of Jack Daniel's. Part 5. Travel through the labeling history of bottle. Jack Daniel's iconic black label might be synonymous with smooth Tennessee whiskey today, but its strength has evolved over time. Here's a fascinating twist to the story. For many years, Jack Daniel's black label packed a stronger punch. Until 1987, it was bottled at 90 proof, which is the standard strength for most whiskeys. Back then, they also offered a less potent option, the green label, at 80 proof. This gave customers a choice depending on their preferences. Things began to change in 1987. Jack Daniel's decided to slightly reduce the strength of Black Label to 86 proof. Interestingly, both the black and green labels use the same ingredients. The difference came down to expert tasters selecting which batches would be bottled as the premium Black Label, while others became the standard Green Label. Then, the year 2002 marked a more significant change. Jack Daniel's decided to standardize the strength of both the Black Label and the Green Label to 80 proof. This decision wasn't met with cheers from all whiskey enthusiasts. Some fans felt the weaker version strayed from the brand's traditional character. However, the company had its reasons. Lowering the alcohol content meant reduced production costs and lower excise taxes. Additionally, Jack Daniel's claimed that consumers were increasingly favoring smoother, less potent whiskeys. Interestingly, despite the change, sales of Jack Daniel's Black Label haven't suffered. In fact, they've grown. It's important to note that while Black Label has become their standard strength, Jack Daniel's hasn't abandoned whiskey lovers who prefer a bolder taste. They continue to offer special edition, higher proof versions for those seeking a stronger experience. Additionally, their single-barrel selections offer unique flavor profiles with varying alcohol content. Regardless of the strength adjustments, Jack Daniel's Black Label remains a global favorite. It holds the title of the best-selling whiskey in the world, a testament to its enduring popularity. The iconic square bottle and its smooth taste continue to win over whiskey drinkers worldwide. Part 6. Enduring End. The history of Jack Daniel's is more than just a story about delicious whiskey. It's a story of hard work. Jack Daniel's wouldn't be the global brand it is today without the expertise and dedication of both Jack and Nearest Green. Jack's business sense and marketing expertise played a key role in making the whiskey stand out. So, the next time you raise a glass of Tennessee whiskey, remember the story of Jack Daniel's and Nearest Green. It's a testament to the power of mentorship, collaboration, and the enduring legacy of a man whose talent and dedication helped shape a world-famous spirit. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more stories about the fascinating world of businesses. And let us know in the comments below, what other untold stories in the world of beverages would you like to see explored?